Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Thai Legend. Today on Extraordinary, what if I told you the man who defied the impossible, shattering the 4-minute mile, found his greatest challenge not on the track, but in a silent battle against his own body? Today, discover how Roger Bannister's relentless pursuit of the extraordinary will inspire you to redefine your own limits, and why embracing your oddness might just unlock your hidden genius. The tremor in my hand tells a story far more complex than any medal or record ever could. You might see weakness, but I see the intricate map of a life dedicated to pushing boundaries, both physical and intellectual. My name is Roger Bannister, and this is how impossible becomes possible. Imagine a young man who refuses to accept the world as it appears. That was me, a medical student with an insatiable curiosity burning brighter than any athletic ambition. While others saw running as a sport, I saw it as a scientific experiment. My body was a laboratory, each stride a hypothesis waiting to be tested. War-torn Britain wasn't a landscape of limitations for me, but a canvas of potential. Cycling through countryside roads, wind whipping against my face, I was already learning something crucial. Comfort is the enemy of breakthrough. Those solitary rides taught me that true progress happens when you're willing to be uncomfortable. My peers thought me odd. They saw a runner analyzing every muscle movement, every breath, every minute mechanical detail. Where they saw a track, I saw a complex system of human potential waiting to be decoded. My training wasn't just physical, it was an intellectual pursuit. The 1952 Helsinki Olympics wasn't a triumph. It was a crucible. Finishing fourth when everyone expected gold, I experienced a failure so public, so devastating, that most would have surrendered. The media's words were brutal: disappointment, failure, underperformer. But here's what they didn't understand. For me, failure was never an endpoint. It was data, raw, unfiltered information about human limitations. Instead of breaking, I analyzed. My medical training kicked in. What mechanical, what psychological barriers had prevented me from achieving what I knew was possible? This wasn't just about running faster. This was about understanding the very architecture of human potential. May 6, 1954, Iffley Road, Oxford. A grey, unforgiving day with winds that seemed determined to defeat any human ambition. Most would have cancelled, not me. The 4-minute mile wasn't just a physical challenge. It was a psychological barrier that generations believed was insurmountable. Physiologists claimed the human body simply couldn't sustain such speed. The medical establishment suggested attempting it was dangerous. But I saw something different, a challenge waiting to be dismantled through scientific precision. My preparation was meticulous. 2 friends served as pacers, our movements calculated like a complex medical procedure. Every detail mattered: the sharpness of my spikes, the tension in my muscles, the rhythm of my breath. The world was watching, though few were present. A small crowd, overcast skies, the kind of moment that feels both monumentally significant and strangely intimate. As I prepared, I remembered something fundamental. The brain, not the heart or lungs, is the critical organ. Limitation is often a construct of the mind, not a reality of the body. When I crossed that finish line at 3:59.4, it wasn't just an athletic achievement. It was a declaration. A statement that human potential is defined not by current performance, but by imagination and relentless curiosity. The crowd's reaction was visceral. They heard 3 and erupted, the rest of the announcement lost in a wave of disbelief and excitement. I collapsed, exhausted but transformed. My worn shoes, my carefully ground spikes, they were more than equipment. They were symbols of scientific determination. In that moment, I proved something revolutionary. Our perceived limits are often nothing more than outdated beliefs waiting to be challenged. But here's where my story diverges from what you might expect. This wasn't my pinnacle. This was merely a beginning. Would you like to know what truly defined my life? It wasn't that race, it was what came after. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. Turn setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. Many expected me to become a professional athlete. The world was ready to crown me a sporting legend. But legends, I learned, are rarely defined by a single moment of triumph. I walked away from running, not out of disinterest, but because I saw a greater calling. Medicine wasn't just a profession for me, it was a mission to understand the most complex machine ever created, the human body. My colleagues were bewildered. How could you abandon your athletic gift? They would ask, but they didn't understand. Running was a method of inquiry. Neurology was my true passion. Parkinson's disease arrived like an unexpected opponent, a neurological challenge that would test everything I had learned about human resilience. My hands, once steady enough to break world records, now trembled with an unpredictable rhythm. But here's what I want you to understand. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's an opportunity to apply everything you've learned about pushing boundaries. I approached my diagnosis the same way I approached the 4-minute mile, with scientific curiosity and unwavering determination. While my body changed, my mind remained sharp. I founded Britain's first autonomic disorders laboratory, transforming personal challenge into collective understanding. My research wasn't just about managing symptoms. It was about understanding the intricate dance of the human nervous system. Each discovery was another barrier broken, another impossible challenge confronted. You might think my running achievements were my greatest contribution, but true impact isn't measured in seconds or medals. It's measured in lives transformed, in knowledge expanded. Here's what I want you to take away. Your unique path is your greatest strength. Society will always try to categorize you, to place you in neat little boxes. Runner, doctor, patient, but you are more complex than any single label. Your limitations are often just unexplored territories of potential. Whether you're facing a personal challenge, a professional obstacle, or a seemingly insurmountable barrier, remember this. The most profound breakthroughs happen when you refuse to accept the world as it appears. So I challenge you, what barrier are you accepting as immovable? What impossible are you allowing to remain unchallenged? Look at your trembling hands, your uncertain path. See them not as weakness, but as an invitation to reimagine what's possible. Your greatest achievement might not be what others expect. It might be something entirely unexpected, something only you can see. Run towards your true north, even when the path seems impossible. Because it never really is. On the next episode of Extraordinary, the quest for human limits doesn't end with Roger Bannister's 4-minute mile. Imagine a world where another man from humble beginnings dared to defy not just physical boundaries, but societal ones too. This week, we'll meet an icon who, like our last hero, faced monumental challenges and personal struggles. But unlike anything you've seen before, his journey will reveal the true power of perseverance, the importance of self-discovery, and how one man's fight against external obstacles can change the course of history. Don't miss Tenzing Norgay's incredible story of defying cultural divides and proving that everyone has their own Everest to conquer. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.